Okay, so today, just for the sake of it, I'm going to quote something. Yes, that's right. Hamlet, Act 1, Scene 2. So I'll close my eyes, and here we go. Enter Claudius, king of Denmark, Gertrude the queen, and the council, including Polonius, with his son Laertes, Hamlet, Voltimand, and Cornelius. King. Though yet of Hamlet our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that at us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contract and one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore our sometime sister, our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we as 'twere with a defeated joy, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth and funeral, and with dirge and marriage, in equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to wife. Nor have we herein barred your better wisdoms, which have freely gone with this affair along, for all our thanks. Now follows that you know. Young Fortinbras, holding a weak supposal of our worth, or thinking by our late dear brother's death our state to be disjoint and out of frame, colleagued with this dream of his advantage, he hath not failed to pester us with message, importing the surrender of those lands lost by his father, with all bands of law, to our most valiant brother. So much for him. Now for ourselves, and for this time of meeting. Thus much the business is. We have here writ to Norway, uncle of young Fortinbras, who impotent and bedrid scarcely has of this his nephew's purpose, to suppress his further gate herein, and that the levies, the lists, and full proportions are all made out of his subject. And we here dispatch you, good Cornelius, and you, Voltimand, for bearers of this greeting to old Norway, giving to you no further personal power to business with the king more than the scope of these delayed articles allow. Farewell, and let your haste commend your duty. Voltimand and Cornelius. In that and all things will we show our duty. King. We doubt at nothing. Heartily, farewell. Exeunt Voltimand and Cornelius. And now, Laertes, what's news with you? Told us of some suit. What is it, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the Dane and lose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes, that shall not be my offer, not thy asking? The head is not more native to the heart, the hand more instrumental to the mouth, than is the throne of Denmark to thy father. What wouldst thou have, Laertes? Laertes. My dread lord, your leave and favour to return to France, from whence though willingly I came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation, yet now I must confess, that duty done, my thoughts and wishes bend again toward France, and bow them to your gracious leave and pardon. King, have you your father's leave? What is Polonius? Polonius. He hath, my lord, wrung for me my slow leave by labourous and petition, and at last upon his will I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go. King. Take thy fair hour, Laertes, time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. And now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son. King. Hamlet, a little more than kin, and less than kind. King. How is it that the clouds still hang on you, Hamlet? Not so, my lord, I am too much in the sun. Queen. Good Hamlet, cast thy knighthood colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity. Hamlet. Ay, madam, it is common. Queen. If it be, why seems it so particular with thee? Hamlet. Seems, madam? Nay, it is, I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits as solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruit forever in the eye, nor the dejected behaviour of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within which passes show, these but the trappings and the suits of woe. King. 'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father, but you must know your father lost a father, that father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow. But to persevere in obstinate condolement is a course of impious stubbornness, 'tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a mind impatient, an understanding simple and unschooled. For what we know must be, and is as common as any the most vulgar thing to sense. Why should we in our peevish opposition take it to heart? Fie, 'tis a fault against the dead, a fault to heaven, a fault to nature, to reason most absurd. Whose common theme is death of fathers, and who still hath cried from the first course till he that died today, this must be so. We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father, for let the world take notes, you are the most immediate to our throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son do I impart toward you. For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire. We beseech you, bend you, to remain here, in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest cousin, courtier, and our son. Our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son. Queen, let not thy mother lose her prayers. Hamlet, I pray thee stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg. Hamlet. I shall in all my best obey you, madam. King. Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart, in grace whereof no jocund health that Denmark drinks today, but the great cannon to the clouds shall tell, and the kings rouse the heavens shall bruit again, re-speaking earthly thunder. Come away, flourish, exhort all but Hamlet. Hamlet. Oh, that this too sullied flesh would melt for and resolve itself into a dew! Or that the everlasting and not fixed as cannon against self-slaughter. O God, God, how very stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie in it! Ah, fie! 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely, that it should come to this, 2 months dead. Heaven and earth, must I remember? Why, she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month? Let me not think on it. Frailty. Thy name is woman. A little month ere those shoes rolled, with which she followed my poor father's body like Niobe, all tears. Why, even she, oh God! A beast that once discourse of reason would have mourned longer, married with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month, ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her gold eye, she married. O most wicked speed to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets! It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue. Into Horatio, Marcellus, and Bernardo. Horatio, hail to your lordship. Hamlet, I am glad to see you well. Horatio, I do forget myself. Horatio, the same, my lord, and your poor servant ever. Hamlet, sir, my good friend, I'll change the name with you. But what make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus, my good lord. Hamlet, I am very glad to see you. To Bernardo, good even, sir. To Horatio, but what faith make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Horatio, a truant disposition, good my lord. Hamlet, I would not hear your enemy say so. Nor shall you do my ear that violence to make a trust of your own report against yourself. I know you are no truant. But what is your affair and ours in all? We'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart. Horatio, my lord, I came to see your father's funeral. Hamlet, I pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding. Horatio, indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon. Hamlet, thrift, Horatio! The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I'd met my dearest foe in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio. My father. Methinks I see my father. Horatio, where, my lord? Hamlet. In my mind's eye, Horatio. I shall not look upon his like again. In my mind's eye, Horatio. Horatio, I saw him once. He was a goodly king, Hamlet. He was a man, Horatio. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again. Horatio, my lord, I think I saw him yesternight. Hamlet, saw? Who? Horatio, my lord, the king your father. Hamlet, the king my father. Horatio, season your admiration for a while with an attent ear, till I may deliver upon the witness of these gentlemen this marvel to you. Hamlet, for God's love, let me hear. Horatio, 3 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch, and the dead waste in middle of the night been thus encountered. A figure like your father, armoured at point exactly Capabia, appears before them, and with solemn march goes slow and steadily by them. This to me in dreadful secrecy in part they did, and I with them the 3rd night kept the watch, where as they delivered, both in time, form of the thing, each word made true and good, the apparition comes. I knew your father, these hands are not more like. Hamlet, but where was this? Marcellus, my lord, on the platform where we watch. Hamlet, then did you not speak to it? Horatio, my lord, I did, but answer made it none, yet once methought it lifted up its head and did address itself to motion like as it would speak, but even then... Oh no. I'll go back a little bit. And did address itself to motion like as it would speak, but even then the morning cock crew loud, and at the sound it shrunk in haste away and vanished from our sight. Hamlet. 'Tis very strange, Horatio, as I do live, my honoured lord, 'tis true, and we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know of it. Hamlet, indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Hold you the watch tonight? All we do, my lord. Hamlet, armed, say you? All armed, my lord. Hamlet, from top to toe. Horatio, my lord, from head to foot. Hamlet, then saw you not his face? Horatio, yes, my lord, he wore his beaver up. Hamlet, what, looked he frowningly? Horatio, a countenance more in sorrow than in anger. Hamlet, and fixed his eyes upon you? Horatio, most constantly. Hamlet, I would I had been there. Horatio, would have much amazed you. Hamlet, very like, stayed it long, Horatio, while one with moderate haste might tell 100. My Chalice and Bernardo, longer. Horatio, not when I saw it. Hamlet, his beard was grizzled. No, Horatio, it was as I've seen it in his life, a sable silvered. Hamlet, I'll watch tonight, perchance to walk again. Horatio, warrant it will. Hamlet, if it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have hitherto concealed the sight, then it be tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall hap tonight, give it an understanding but no voice. I will requite your loves. Upon the platform twixt 11 and 12 I'll visit you. Oh, our duty to your honour, Hamlet, your loves is mine to you. Farewell. Exeunt all but Hamlet. My father's spirit in arms, all is not well. I doubt some foul play. Oh, would that the night were come! Till then sit still my stole. Foul deeds will rise. Oh, all the earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes. Exit. Ooh, 11 minutes. Thus ends Hamlet, Act 1, Scene 2. Oh, gosh, that is mentally very exhausting. If you liked the video, please like it. If you didn't like the video, please like it anyway. If you know anyone else who'd like this video, please share it. If you know anyone who'd hate it, please share it anyway. Whatever. But thanks for joining me on this journey. See you hopefully next week for Act 1, Scene 3.